Hey everybody, welcome to Kingdom Lifestyle. We're kicking off a new month here, and this month we are looking at the topic of the fivefold ministry. And by that we mean the ministry of apostles and prophets and evangelists, pastors and teachers, as Paul lists in Ephesians chapter 4. And where I want to start today is actually a few verses before that. When Paul is talking, he's setting up to talk about the fivefold ministry. And here's what he says. This is Ephesians 4, verse 7, the context for the fivefold ministry. It says this, "But grace was given to each one of us according to the measure of Christ's gift." And then he has a brief little interlude, and he continues in verse 11, "And he gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the shepherds, and teachers." You know, this connecting these two verses, he gave grace to every one of us according to the measure of Christ's gifts. And that grace is the apostles and the prophets and the evangelists, the pastors and teachers. You know, historically, the church has viewed these fivefold offices, the fivefold ministry, as something that's reserved for the church superstars. These are for the special people who are up front or who maybe have influence over multiple churches and they travel around and speak. Those are the apostles and prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers. But Paul actually says grace is given to each one of us according to the measure of Christ's gift. And that means that these fivefold ministries are actually, they belong to everybody. It's another everybody get to play ministry. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody is, traveling from church to church or something like that. It means that all of us have a role in that in our own life somehow. We're called as an apostle or a prophet or evangelist or a pastor or a teacher in some way to the world around us. We don't get a big head about it, but we realize, hey, that's the role God's given me to play to walk out my calling. So the fivefold ministry is for everybody. Hey, go live Jesus today.